Fusion Arts is a community arts agency based in East Oxford since 1977. We've inspired hundreds of bespoke creative arts projects connecting artists with communities to help promote well-being, inclusion, community cohesion, a whole range of beneficial and transformational things that the arts can provide. The Storymakers project was launched in 2010 following a period of consultation with speech-language therapists and an arts psychotherapist, Helen Edwards, who eventually led the project for us. It was designed to address children's speech, language and communication development through engagement with the arts. The project's funded by Children in Need.
The Storymakers is now in its third year, and every year we work with 3 different Oxford-based primary schools. The children work in roughly about groups of 10, and they're each selected by their teachers to take part in the project. The children are offered weekly after-school sessions led by Helen, and this takes place over 12 weeks across the autumn term. Every year we work with a different University of Oxford museum. We've worked with the Ashmolean Museum, the Pitt Rivers Museum, and this year we worked with the Museum of History of Science on a theme of exploring ways of measuring and seeing. The children visit the museum twice to explore the museum's collections and objects and find inspiration from them. And this year they engaged in activities such as measuring themselves and each other, looking through camera obscuras and drawing what they observed, and creating their own little people to take as friends around the museum and show them the collection. The children are also accompanied each session by volunteers, by a speech and language therapist and teaching assistants from each school. And we also introduced an intergenerational element to this project in the second year. The children have chance to meet up with Echoes, the Artscape group based here at Fusion, and they're also sharing a similar scheme of work with Helen throughout this time.
We chose to work with Storymakers as an arts-based project because art has the amazing capacity to make visible, to reveal what is lying underneath the surface. And we particularly felt it would be useful for the children and adults in these groups to be able to access some of the potential that was lying dormant underneath the surface of their existence in their worlds. And we approached the idea of each participant as an artist rather than a child with speech and language difficulties or as an older adult in a particular sort of support group, because it felt really important to start from the very beginning with the idea of a new sense of identity. We felt it was very important for the children to be in a form that was meaningful to them, and children spend a lot of time in groups, and these children particularly sometimes really struggle to be able to feel they have the resources to manage their group relationships. And so being in a group enabled the children to have experiences of themselves in groups with other people listening to them and being able to explore how much they were able to listen to others. So one of the things that was so important was the possibility of the carers or the people in caring roles for their older adults and the speech and language therapists and teaching assistants to be able to see the children differently, to see their ideas, to see their making, to see their creativity, and also to understand a bit more about what might lie behind their difficulties in engaging in relationship. So then they were able to have new ideas about the children, about the others in the group that could live on in the schools, could live on in those lives of those children.